Welcome to Kiss Me Son of Pod, the podcast where I, Chase Roper, read to you the newsletter where I'm writing about every song by They Might Be Giants. You can read all the newsletter articles as they come out weekly at kissmesonofblog.com. There's subscription options there. Please go check it out. And then this is the audio format. So people who don't, want to go to Substack and read a newsletter, this is for you. Full disclosure, I took some time away from doing this podcast to figure out the process that works best for me and decided I'm just going to jump right ahead to the Lincoln album and start from there rather than backtracking to where I last left off. So that's where we're at. Let's jump into it. I don't even know where to start this yet, so this is the very first rough draft that I ultimately did not go back and change. I fucking love this album. I fucking love this song. The song, of course, I'm talking about is Ana Ng, the first song on the album Lincoln, which Lincoln wasn't the first album I purchased from the Johns. That honor goes to Flood on cassette. But this was my first They Might Be Giants CD. Remember the BMG mail order CD club? I responded to an ad in the paper solely based on them having included Lincoln in their available CD options. I remember sitting at my kitchen table and explaining to my dad how lucrative and amazing this opportunity was. 4 compact discs. Remember, that's what CD stands for? For the price of 1 compact disc. I might still owe money to the BMG music catalog. In the middle of the 1990s, if someone living in Spanaway, Washington, wanted to buy an album by They Might Be Giants, your best bet was the record store inside the South Hill Mall. Filed away near the Talking Heads, you were lucky to find something. It was slim pickings. Since there was not quite internet in the homes of suburban Spanaway, or AOL CD-ROMs flowing out of every mailbox yet, a kid would resort to the newspaper arriving and hoping to one day find They Might Be Giants listed as an available artist from the BMG music catalog. One fateful Sunday morning, my day had finally come. My dad took the bait, and several weeks later, I received a package with The Doors' Best Of, the gateway CD to get my dad on board to this program, Green Day's Dookie, Beastie Boys' License to Ill, and They Might Be Giants' Lincoln. Melodrama. The first lyric I heard while laying on my bedroom floor reading CD liner notes paints such a melodramatic picture of a person who is desperately in love with a woman whom he has never so much as walked alongside. The lyric goes, "Make a hole with a gun perpendicular to the name of this town on a desktop globe. Exit wound in a foreign nation, showing the home of the one this was written for." The person that was written for was Ana Ng. The singer in this case, it's John Linnell, has set a lamenting scene of heartache, shooting a gun into a desktop globe so that the bullet enters the globe where his town is labeled and exit out the side in his love interest's nation of origin, a foreign nation. That is some serious melodrama. Honestly, I could write a lyric breakdown of this entire song over the course of several weekly posts. I won't do that to you, dear listener. But just know that I care as deeply about Ana Ng, the song, as the singer cares about Ana Ng, the imaginary person. If the octave alternating slap synth bass and guitar tremolo in the chorus went any harder, I don't think humanity would have been able to handle this song. Pop in some decent earbuds and really hear this one. Like, go spend $200. Get something nice. Listen to this song. You're going to hear things you haven't heard before. Plus, this song comes with a classic TMBG music video. It deserves its entire own dissertation. A dissertation that I will also not be writing. But there's a video embedded in the original article that'll be in the show notes for you to enjoy. Once the sentence over, if you're a reader, or episode's over if you're a listener. Or you can pause it and you can go check it out now. I can wait. Okay, now I start getting self-conscious because I'm writing too much about my special interest. Ana Ng reminds me of a long-lost crush, the kinds where I became infatuated with the girl, who'd I'd only seen from afar. Maybe I sat in the same class and imagined what going out with this person would be like. Ultimately, I didn't know them at all. We've never conversed, let alone walked in the glow of each other's majestic presence. Writing about each song from this album feels like it'll be more of a challenge because I love each song so intensely that I have too much to say about them. And editing my own words down feels like I'm not saying enough, but saying everything I possibly can is just surely a wasted effort. I can do this. I can strike the balance. Probably. It would mean a lot to me if you would share this podcast or the newsletter with somebody. If you can visit it, kissmesonofblog.com, share it to somebody, just hit the subscribe button for free as a means of support. There's paid options if you want to support in that way, but again, not required. You can read everything for free. Thank you for listening. We're going to hop into the outro track and I've recorded podcasts a lot for years of my life, and at no point have I ever introduced the outro music to the podcast. So it's been a minute. I'll get back into it. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Son of God.